on today's episode of Total Recall with Jasper and Friends. This is when they come to the plan.
And this is first.
We're not even to the
they
plan.
need-
We gotta get going. Would you leave Glen Powell's apartment?
Absolutely not.
No, I
Absolutely
freaking move
never.
in.
Yeah, I
The
would
second-
chain myself to the bed.
Also, the dog.
The dog.
Okay, the dog obviously ruins the cake eventually. Remember
What?
that?
I don't even remember there being a dog.
I don't remember.
So sit back, relax, and hold on. Do you guys smell that? There's definitely something in the air. I just can't put my finger on it. Oh, it's love. Love is in the air.
What's your intro?
You're about to find out.
Let him cook.
Let it. Yeah. Also, you're gonna be really disappointed about it. Ready for it? 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Total Recall with Jasper and Friends. Today, my guests are Anum and Elise.
Yay!
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Anum was very anxious to hear what my intro was. Did it meet your expectations?
No.
No. Do you want to offer a suggestion to a better one?
Well, you have to have some. Are you gonna put some music in the background? Too?
Well, yeah, I have a theme song and stuff, but I'm
use
not
a theme
playing that
song.
right now.
Well,
No,
it
it'll
would
be added
I
in
think it would
later.
help me get in the mood if I would have heard it.
Okay, I'll tell Chase to finish up and get it done so we
Yeah.
can play it for
Come on,
you.
Chase, let's
Yeah,
go.
Chase.
Yeah.
Step up.
You don't know who Chase. I'm gonna offend Chase here. Chase is doing a great job.
Actually, just give me Chase's number. I'll
Okay,
call.
you'll call him up.
Get it.
Chase is getting married in 2 weeks.
You're right.
2 weeks. I have time. 2 weeks. I have
I
time.
have forgotten.
Anum and Elise are my good friends from my first job, where, if you couldn't tell, we got nothing done because we just chit-chatted for 8 hours straight, to the point where they had to move our desks 'cause we were being too loud. Do you guys remember this?
Yeah, away from.
You know what? We have the gift of gab.
Yeah.
I'm
do.
not gonna apologize.
But honestly, we still got in trouble because we were close to the other meeting rooms.
yeah, certified yappers.
We were
I
certified
mean,
yappers.
It's fine.
Yeah, we brought the fun.
Yeah.
We were yapping too close to HR, and they did not like it.
Yeah,
Oh my
HR did
God.
complain on us. They still suck, if you guys are wondering.
Anum is still there, which is why we're not going to name the company. But it's good to hear that the HR hasn't changed. That's nice, because I had a lot of complaints about them. We also, while we were at this job, experienced the pandemic work together for the first time. And so my opening question to you guys will be, do you remember your favorite virtual background from when we were doing Zooms during the pandemic?
Ooh.
Because we were doing a thing where every day we would come in with a
Right,
new
because
virtual background.
we also did not know when we were ever going to return.
Well, I still have our post-it notes
Oh,
of
yeah.
where we predicted when we would
Oh, that's
come
a better
back.
question.
I have them all on my monitor still, and everyone's like, what is April 20th?
and you're like, wouldn't you like to
And
know?
I was like, fuck off.
You don't know. You weren't there.
How'd you like to know, weather boy?
never-
This was literally what, March 13th, 15th,
Yeah,
something like
whatever,
that. And we were
maybe.
like, let's all write down the day we're going to be back in the office. We put Post-it notes on all of our computers. And then all of us were wrong by 5.5 months at least.
Literally.
No, but 2 years. It took a year and a half for
I
us to
never
get
went
back. You
back.
never went back.
I went back twice.
You went back,
I went back and then quit
but it
a month
but it
later.
wasn't yeah, because it wasn't official yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we were back in 2022.
Yeah. We went back.
Yes.
It was voluntary going back. And
Yeah.
we went back because Brian was going to buy us steak. And so I got one last steak dinner with Brian.
Smart.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
out.
We split the porterhouse.
I obviously remember because it's my Roman Empire, my Succession background, very, very vividly. That was one of my favorites.
I just did a bunch of Tiger King backgrounds for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I picked a
yeah.
new person from Tiger King and they were my background. It was very fun.
Can I
That's
say
cool.
I remember Adam having a really hard time with the green screen. He would just become part of the background. Instead,
blend in.
he would just become one with it, and it was very
Weird
entertaining.
Adam go.
Yeah.
I did remember being at a Beyonce concert once. I think that was one of my first backgrounds, and that was when it was still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we ran out of this was a really good idea
we
week
did for
one.
maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, we're locked in.
It ran out of steam.
Yeah.
Also, I feel I showed up on the last day with a background, and then all of y'all just were backgroundless, and I was like, all right, I guess this is.
We had a
Yeah,
secret. We
this
had a
is-
secret meeting.
the
We're like, we're not gonna
Obviously,
do it.
obviously, we had a secret meeting, being
Yeah.
let's make her look like
The bit was done.
But we're not here to talk about our former office life, as interesting as that must be for everybody. We are here to talk about Anyone But You, which we watched in 3 different ways, but many a moon ago. Anum was first, or it was Elise first who watched?
I think I was
You were
first. I
first,
watched
yeah.
it at home in February.
In
and
February.
and I had heard lovely things.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really want to watch this movie. I watched it. I have my thoughts.
We will get
And
to
then
those. We will get
we
to
will
those.
get to those. And then I watched it again on a plane. I was like, maybe I was just in a bad way.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was February.
And
You were sad.
It kind of right. It was honestly a rainy weekend, so like that does play a role. No, I felt the same.
And then, Anum, what was your experience seeing this movie?
My experience was that I was on a flight. I had received some interesting news, which then resulted in me having multiple glasses of prosecco. So I was in a bubbly, giggly mindset, and I was like, Elise hated this movie. Let me put it on. And I was like, wait, this is hilarious. I love it so much. Which,
We are currently drinking Prosecco to kind of get back in the
Yeah.
mood here. And
Yes.
I'm also going to give you guys some fun facts, context about Anyone But You, so we
Okay,
can all
yes.
kind of get back in that headspace.
Yeah.
You know? Just think about Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney and
the drama.
Well,
Yeah,
Can we
yeah.
talk about the press tour?
Ooh, we
Yeah, press-
definitely can talk about
Yeah.
the press tour. But Anyone But You is a 2023 romantic comedy starring Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. It was written by Alana Wolpert and Will Gluck and directed by Gluck. Have you heard of Will Gluck?
Yes,
You have?
I have.
Why?
I don't know why.
I'll
Because
tell
of his
you.
last name.
Maybe
Gluck.
Gluck.
It's
Yeah.
it's something you remember, but he's done other things.
He has. Gluck is a veteran of the studio comedy system, best known for directing the excellent Easy A and the underrated Friends with Benefits.
Oh my god, 10 out of 10.
He has also helmed not one, but 2 movies about an animated bunny named Peter Rabbit, voiced by James Corden, so he's
Sure.
had
Oh.
quite the career.
He's
Yes.
done things.
Anyone But You is loosely adapted from Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing, joining the pantheon of teen-focused modern retellings of the Bard that include 10 Things I Hate About You, She's the Man, and West Side Story, though it's hard to imagine substitute teachers putting this on in the middle of the day.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you guys have to watch any of those, like, in class? I remember watching She's the Man in class.
No, that would have been fun too.
That would have been fun. Yeah, that would
Because
have
we
been
wrote
that
we wrote like
movie's
an essay about
hilarious.
like the similarities and differences between that and the Shakespeare.
I
I
think
forget
they
what
just,
it's based on.
Yeah, I think they just talked about it.
Yeah.
But it's not like they rolled out the TV.
Honestly, I went.
Ugh. When they rolled out the TV, it was
You
like the
knew
best
it
day
that
ever.
time it. Yeah.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
watch any of those. I didn't even know this one was about Shakespeare.
I actually didn't- I don't
undertones.
think
You
I
know
knew.
Really?
that? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
These are
It's
the
a good
things
sign.
that
No,
we
thank you
learn.
for
Yeah.
that.
Well,
for
because
that
they
intro.
keep doing all the. There's a running bit in this movie where like someone says something really poetic, and they go like, "Did you just come up with that?" And they go, "Yeah," and it's like Shakespeare.
Wow. Clearly,
We're gonna learn stuff. today.
We're
I'm so
not.
excited.
We're
This is
not
gonna
English
be good.
majors. Can
No.
that also be in our bio?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to say what your major
Honestly,
was?
barely literate.
Mathematics. But actually, it was.
At least was your
I
major?
was a political science major.
Huh.
Minors in legal studies and Italian.
Legal studies.
Yeah, I
And
thought I was going to be a
Italian.
lawyer.
An Italian lawyer.
And Italian.
An Italian.
An Italian
Oh my
lawyer.
God.
I got bagoo. Anyway.
Your Honor.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about the
Habeas
movies.
corpus. Continue.
Monster.
Mens rea.
Yeah.
An equitable division of the assets.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Ooh.
all from Legally Blonde, different film.
Different film. Ooh, that's a.
Ooh.
Footnote.
It's a good,
Footnote.
it's a good shout.
Footnote.
Okay, we're gonna talk about the movie stars now. We'll start with Glenn Powell.
Bang.
Powell's. Ooh, yeah, absolutely. Powell's first on-screen credit came in 2003's Spy Kids 3D: Game Over,
Yes, I do
which he
know
filmed at just 13. He called the experience, quote, one of the best days of my whole life, unquote. So I'm glad to
adorable.
hear he had fun. I enjoyed the movie, so we both had fun. In the years following, he carved out a career as a working actor with small parts in movies like The Great Debaters, The Dark Knight Rises, and TV's Scream Queens. Did you watch
Okay.
any of those?
Not Scream Queens. What was the other two?
I did slightly.
The Dark Knight Rises and the. Okay.
Dark Knight Rises, yes.
Sorry.
Dark
That's
Knight
okay.
Rises,
We can
yes.
keep rolling.
I have. Oh, I did watch Dark. He's a stockbroker in Dark.
Yeah,
Knight
he gets
Rises.
beat
Yes,
up. It's
yes,
fun.
yeah.
He gets beat up.
His breakout came slowly, starting in 2016 with Everybody Wants Some with 3 exclamation points.
Oh.
So everybody wants some.
Was that porno? Like, that sounds dirty.
Okay.
It's a we can't get into it.
Oh no.
And that led to Set It Up 2 years later, and
The
then
best.
Top Gun Maverick 4 years after that.
Yeah.
Top Gun was heavily delayed due to the pandemic, which gave Powell a unique opportunity to build up an impressive lineup of follow-up movies to help certify him as a star after Top Gun. This included Devotion, Twisters, Hitman, and this movie, Anyone But You. Devotion aside, all those movies were big hits at the box office, which catapulted Powell from being next up to The Guy in less than 2 years, which is really impressive stuff.
It is. He was also in Hidden Figures.
He was in
As
Hidden
John
Figures.
Glenn.
Yes, he was.
As John
He
Glenn.
was. Correct.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Okay.
Good shout.
Yeah.
Okay.
He needed her to check the
That's
numbers.
an Oscar
Yeah.
nominated film.
It is an Oscar.
It is. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I love space movies. I've
Yeah.
recently
I
discovered
love
this about
space
myself,
movies.
even though I didn't like the new one with Channing Tatum that much at all. But we don't have time to do that.
Oh yeah, I do. Okay.
Do you want to talk about it? We can talk about it.
We don't have
I've
to
never
because
heard of it.
Fly Me to the Moon. Scarlett Johansson.
Can I go ahead and spoil it? Because I have lots of thoughts.
Yeah,
Sure.
hit me.
So, Fly Me to the Moon's plot is about basically Scarlett Johansson is brought in as like a marketing expert to help like redefine NASA's
this
brand.
is the
But-
faking the moon landing.
But then they have to
Yeah.
fake the moon landing, and it's like a rom-com set in like a conspiracy theory thing. It's tonally all over the place. And I went and saw this. I shouldn't say that. Actually, I'm going to cut this all out. I'll tell you guys that story after.
But you know why you didn't like it, Jasper?
Why I didn't like it?
Because they didn't go to space.
They didn't go to It's a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike the morning show, they didn't go to space.
Yeah.
So now we're
Space morning show.
you got to be watching the
God,
morning
it's
show.
getting stupid up there.
It's getting really good up in here. Well, we can talk about Sydney Sweeney now, who, unlike Powell, who made a name for himself on the big screen, Sweeney owes her stardom to television. Her first series role came on, and I swear I'm not making this up, a show called Everything Sucks, which follows a group of teens attempting to make a movie in, and again, I'm not making this up, in Boring, Oregon, which is a real town. This is
This
a
is
show.
a TV show.
It was on Netflix in 2018. It got canceled.
Sure.
Shocker.
But Sydney, she rebounds quick. She books a showy role in season 2 of The Handmaid's Tale and the HBO miniseries Sharp Objects, and then HBO gives her two big breakouts in Euphoria and The White Lotus, back to back. And then Euphoria creator and definitely not a creep Sam Levinson decides to shift his focus to The Idol. So Sweeney takes advantage and heads to the silver screen, where she books roles in Madam Web, Anyone But You, and then indies like Immaculate and Reality. And now she's kind of a big star. And so after a marketing campaign that included planted rumors that these two had an affair, which I think we've disproven. I don't know if we've actually.
Yeah.
Do we know?
I think
Didn't
it was.
they leave their peeps though?
No, he left his peep.
Yeah.
He left his
She's
She
still
went-
engaged
oh, she's
to
still
whatever his
engaged.
name
Oh, I
is.
see.
He was one of the producers on Anyone But You.
Oh, I think they all
Interesting.
broke up.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
he and his
His boo.
girlfriend. Yeah.
I mean,
I
Sad.
mean,
Positive for
sayonara.
But the movie opens December 22nd, my sister's birthday, 2023.
shout out.
Shout out Rachel. And goes on to make a whopping $220 million worldwide, far exceeding the wildest expectations of the producers and of dumb movie nerds like me. And now we're going to talk about Anyone But You. But first, I'm going to give Anum and Elise their softball question. Are you
Okay.
ready? Are you
Yeah.
excited? Okay. Anyone But You wraps up with a full cast sing-along to Natasha Bedingfield's all-timer Unwritten.
Yeah.
So my question to both of you is, what song would play over the end credits of a movie about your life?
Oh my god.
I mean, like
a softball.
Yeah.
A softball.
Yeah.
So
I
hard.
thought the question was like, "What's the song?" And I was gonna be like, "Unwritten."
Unwritten.
Yeah.
But there's no wrong answers.
But like the
it's
reason
just so
it was
people can get to know you.
Unwritten was because that was his
That was his
anxiety
anxiety
song.
song.
So
Which
like,
we will
what's
get to. We
what's
will get
our
to.
is the question what is our anxiety
No, it's
song?
like what song's playing at the end of everyone just learned the full Anum story,
Yeah.
and then they're getting ready to leave the theater. What song's playing?
So
Oh
like
my
assuming
gosh.
that we end it right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So like
Or you can
it's
make
the
up an
end
ending.
of the world.
Oh damn.
Okay. Anum goes with REM's End of the
Okay,
World.
it has to be something likely Beyonce.
Probably, yeah, for you, for sure.
I think honestly, Love on Top. It's a
Nothing wrong with
crowd.
that.
There's a crowd pleaser. Everyone is singing. Everyone's trying to do the key
Yeah.
change and can't do it.
I could do
It's
it.
just fun.
Do you want to show everyone?
Yeah. give me,
It's just
give me
fun.
the starting note. Just give me the starting note.
I couldn't
I
even
really
do that.
think, yeah, Love on Top.
Love
It's a
on
crowd-
Top.
It's a crowd pleaser.
I'd probably do actually do something ABBA.
Mm.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
good,
Like
yeah.
I'm thinking now I'm going karaoke song, which is like
I think
which
karaoke
is-
song's the right way. Like
which is Dancing Queen, yeah.
my answer is probably like Hey Ya or something like that, something
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
But maybe like a remix where there's like the stars of the movie go and do like another verse on top of it.
Okay. He's
Putting some work.
He's thought this
Yeah.
through.
Well, I've had this question in my little
Yeah.
notes app for a
He's
couple
got
weeks.
the softball ready.
Okay, so Anum's in the dock. Are you in the dock?
I'm in a dock.
All right. So I'm going to explain the rules. Anum and Elise obviously know the rules. This is for the audience. But we will have 30 minutes to recap Anyone But You, which we watched over a month ago as best we can. Oh, there's a smiley face in the dock now. That's exciting.
It said slightly.
Yeah, very
made it.
demure, very
Yes,
mindful,
exactly.
slightly happy.
Slightly happy. That's kind of how we're all feeling right now. At the end of 30 minutes, I will read back the plot of Anyone But You to see if there's anything we missed. And then at the end of the season, the team or player with the most points or the best memory will receive 2 dozen cookies, courtesy of Mom in the Mail. Anum
was
Elise, do you
good.
have a favorite kind of cookie?
Chocolate chip.
Excellent answer. That's my answer as well.
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
say.
All right. 3 chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. I'm turning on
What's
the
your
countdown.
second thought? I feel like you have
I mean, I was
another.
like something like cookie,
Some cookie.
like a red velvet type of.
Cookie.
Is it your
Yeah, that's
favorite
the thing,
cookie?
like,
Red velvet
that's
can
kind of
only be in
crazy.
cake or cupcake.
Yeah, like I feel like that's a more cupcake.
This might be a hot take. I'm not a big red velvet guy. Like, I
Well,
think at all.
Only if the cream cheese icing is like on point. If you feel like a regular ice
But
cream
like, okay,
on
a
there-
crumble cookie, they do have the red velvet cookies, but I'm not gonna.
What's a crumble cookie?
Oh, you've
Oh.
never had crumble?
They're like here.
Well, they're here.
Yeah. Okay, so when we come back, Anum Elise play Total Recall. Let's go ahead and get 30 minutes on the clock. Thank you very much. And their time starts in 3, 2. All right, Anyone But You, where do we want to start? What do we remember?
Okay. Honestly, I remember the beginning.
The
She
opening
goes
scene.
the opening scene where she goes into the coffee
She's
shop.
wearing like the viral jeans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
The jeans that she wore in the opening scene went viral, so everyone wanted to buy them.
I thought,
like
are they
A
just
Goldie or
regular
something?
jeans?
They were
What's
just
different
like-
about these jeans?
They just like made her ass look great, and I guess everyone wanted them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so but she's in the coffee shop. She
Yeah.
she has to pee, right?
She has to pee.
Yeah, she
yes.
has the. Okay, her name's B, right?
Oh.
God, I don't know.
Goes into the coffee shop and really has to go to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Again, full sentences are
full
going to
So
be the enemy
is
here.
asking the.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay,
This is how I do it.
Okay, do it,
So
do it,
she's
do it.
asking the.
So you can just write other bullets.
Okay.
She's asking the person who works there, the barista,
Yeah, the
if you
barista.
will,
I will.
if she can get the key.
Okay. Thank
And the
God.
barista's like, you
No.
can't.
Yeah.
The barista
You gotta buy something.
says that no, you have to buy something.
I know this is crazy. I respect it, but the only other person that's tried to do full sentences so far is my mom. So this is really good stuff
Okay,
for you.
so I said
Honestly.
Glenn Powell said he would order for her. And
He
then,
pretends to be.
But pretends to be.
yes, his boo, her boo,
Yeah.
whatever. What's
Yeah,
his her boo?
pretends
Uh,
to be her husband.
yeah.
Okay.
B gets
And then
massive key.
She gets this like massive key ring, which
Yeah.
is like, ridiculous.
Yes.
Then she goes to the bathroom.
Okay, B goes in.
Yeah.
Calls her P's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Calls her sister
Yeah.
and is like,
OMG.
OMG,
is
he's
like-
so cute.
OMG, this man is cute.
Yeah.
But then she freaking, as she's washing her,
Yeah,
as
I got it.
okay,
I got
you
it. I got it.
Water sprays everywhere.
Water sprays everywhere. Oh,
Okay.
disaster.
Honestly,
She just met a
sex-
cute guy and
sex
water sprays
aside,
everywhere.
yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Spends like probably 15 minutes drying.
Like-
There's a lot of drawing.
drying
So
her,
much
her
drying.
viral jeans.
Yes,
Yeah.
her viral jeans.
I feel like we're doing product placement for the jeans here, but that's okay.
I'm telling you, the jeans went
They
viral.
like A Goldie jeans or something.
I think they were A Goldie jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah, probably
Probably,
gold jeans.
probably,
Yeah,
probably,
yeah,
probably.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Then
And then-
comes out.
Yeah, it comes out.
You can type.
And then she's okay. Go
Yep, I saw it.
It's
I'm
it's
ignoring
fine.
it.
It's fine.
I'm
we're
ignoring it.
we're trucking. We're trucking. We're
Comes
moving
out of
along.
the
She comes out of the
bathroom.
bathroom and she's got like
Yeah.
And she starts.
are her jeans
And
normal again?
Yes, her
Yeah,
jeans are normal. She
jeans
starts
are
Feels
normal.
unrealistic
starts
that she
walking
could dry off her
away.
jeans that quickly.
She starts walking away. She's like, thanks, and starts walking away with her drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then he notices that she has toilet paper on her foot. And he's like, wait. But I think she thought he was being like, wait, like, I want to get your number.
Yeah, no, totally. That's exactly what
her
happens.
Foot,
Yeah.
discreetly steps on it.
God,
Yeah.
what a good guy. What a gentleman.
Honestly, he won me over in
Yeah.
that moment.
He's been on screen for 30 seconds.
He honestly won me over
And yeah.
3 movies
Like,
ago.
Yeah, he won me over and set it up. We're
Yeah.
just
So
hosting.
she-
now.
yeah,
that's
she's
like
not
top
embarrassed.
tier.
Okay.
And then he goes like, wait. And then she's like, do you want to take me out to like a date?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
she's like, are you going to ask me out or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know,
No, that's literally how it
What's
happened.
his
Like, it was
name?
very cringy. Glenn Powell.
Ben?
No, her name is B.
Honestly, is
Ben
it?
and B.
I feel like that's about the level of intelligence this movie's
I
operating
agree.
at.
I agree.
I was calling him Glenn throughout the
I mean, it's,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
we can just call him Glenn and we'll find out his name
He
when
says
I read the
we.
Wikipedia. But he's like, yeah. And so they go is this when they make like grilled cheeses? Do they go somewhere
So
first?
I feel like they go somewhere first. Are they just walking around being silly?
I think they do like
Giggling?
a When
Yeah.
Harry Met Sally like walk montage.
Okay, walk montage, and
Yeah.
they're giggling.
Montage.
That's right.
And, okay.
Spelling doesn't count for anything.
It's okay. It autocorrected. We're fine.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Google Docs.
Then they go. Then they go.
Then they go back to
his apartment.
Oh my god, you two are in sync. This is crazy.
His apartment. Okay, and then there was one thing. There was one thing that she had like noticed in his apartment, and he was like, "Oh, it's my mom's."
It was
Or
like a wrench.
Yeah.
Or like
a
a
wrench?
it was like some sort of tool.
Yeah.
And
Right,
and
a
he had it
tool.
like, but it wasn't like he had a tool.
No, it was in a
thing. It was
glass
like in
case
a-
It was like
or something
on display.
on display.
And then she
Oh,
like
some things like you can fix. It was like something like that, like
Something cheesy like
something
that.
really
Yeah.
cheesy, like like
yeah, he says a
and then
really
they-
cheesy
yeah.
and
Something
like
broken.
vulnerable
Yeah, yeah.
story about his mom, and she's like, "Aw,"
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
a finance bro, but he's vulnerable.
Vulnerable Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
And then
and
they
then they make
then
the
they
grilled,
make good
grilled
grilled
cheese.
cheeses, and she bites
Cute.
into it, and it's
It's too hot.
so hot.
Yeah.
For me,
Because
It's
like
too
she
hot.
bites into it immediately.
because it's
Yeah.
demure.
and he's like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You should wait for it to cool down."
Yeah.
Like Glenn Powell's so smart.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
God.
But it's
And she's like,
too
"So
hot.
woo."
You think that detail's gonna be in the Wikipedia page?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
think
yeah.
I think we should be typing the Wikipedia page up.
This is-
right.
Yeah,
We're
I
already-
will say
we're
all of
already
our
really
descriptions
good.
so far this season have been way better than the Wikipedia page. Wikipedia sucks. It's
Yeah.
more accurate, whatever.
Right.
But is
It
it
is-
fun? No.
Okay.
Um,
Immediately, it's too hot.
Okay.
It's too
Okay,
hot. We're
then they
still
s-
on the first
Then
scene.
they sensually eat.
They do sensually eat, and then it's like hard cut, and then they wake up
They fall
like
asleep on the couch.
cuddling,
Yeah, fall asleep on the couch.
and
wake
then
up
we get the
cuddling.
whole then it
Yes.
gets bad, cause she like leaves.
Okay, yeah.
They fall asleep on the couch.
She wakes
Yeah.
up and leaves him.
Yeah,
But calls her sister.
But calls her sister, and it's like,
Again.
oh my god, like
And it's like, OMG,
Love of
is
my
she
life.
the one? And then
well,
she
cause she
goes-
just got out of a relationship. This is important too.
Yeah.
oh
Yes.
yeah, you're right.
So she doesn't know what she's doing.
And then she goes, what am I doing?
Yeah, and so she goes back,
And goes back.
and then Glenn Powell's talking to Gata, my guy.
his roommate.
of a
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah. And he's like, what does he say? He says something mean, right?
Yeah, he's just like, whatever. She was like damaged goods or something. Probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
something-
yeah.
Something rude.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, and he's like, I couldn't wait for her to
Yeah.
leave or whatever. And she's like,
Uh-huh.
Sydney Sweeney's like,
Well, he obviously was hurt that she left. So it's like, let's
No,
defend Glenn here.
this
Here's
is-
my
let's
question.
defend-
this is
Why-
the fundamental
yeah.
thing of this movie.
Here's the thing.
There's,
Why did she leave?
Yeah, why did she leave?
Why
And
did
what
she
did she
leave?
expect?
which, here's
Yeah.
the question. I'll turn it back to you. Would you leave Glenn Powell's apartment?
Absolutely not.
No, I
Absolutely
freaking move
never.
in.
Yeah, I
The
would take
second-
myself to the bed.
seriously?
Literally. He would ask me to leave.
Yeah, for
But she
sure.
leaves, and then she comes back and
Yeah.
is like, why is he being mean to me?
Yeah.
It's like, you left.
Yeah.
You left, but thought that he was the one. Why would you leave?
Doesn't make any sense
But
at all.
I think you're right that there's merit. She just got out of that relationship, so she's kind of like all like cuckoo
Yeah.
bananas in the head.
She's cuckoo banana.
like,
we should put that down.
To,
Sydney
to,
cuckoo.
to
Yeah.
defend her like slightly, I guess. She was
Do
gone
it.
for like 1 second.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was a quick
yeah,
loop
it was-
around the block.
It was a quickie, and he immediately assumed the worst.
and his friend has now already showed up.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
kooky.
So now they this is important. They hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're listening to this and you're thinking that doesn't seem like much. In the movie, it's like they're mortal enemies now.
What I'm wondering is like, what happens in Much Ado About Nothing?
I think it is this, but I think it's a little bit.
Do
it's
they,
more
they
of
have
like a comedy
first
of-
meeting and they hate each other in the first
Yeah,
meeting?
but I think it's more like it's just like these two people won't stop bickering. And everyone can, but then it's the whole thing of like the people conspire to bring
Yeah,
them
yeah,
together,
yeah.
and then they fake it. But we got to get to that.
Yeah, yeah,
we haven't even gotten to Australia yet.
Oh Jesus.
Yes.
But
It's definitely
I,
just filmed there because of the pandemic about it, right?
I think it was like tax incentives and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So now they hate each other. They meet at a club
Well,
with
like,
the friends.
yeah,
with the,
because like
the
because
sister.
the sisters like his roommate's sister is
And-
dating
and
her
her
sister,
sister.
and they all want to like
Meet.
introduce
Roommates
to each other.
are getting married.
Nope, not
Her
correct.
sister
Yeah.
I
and
don't-
roommate's sister are
Sydney
getting
Sweeney's
married.
sister and Glenn Powell's roommate's sister are getting married.
Wow.
Yeah.
B's
Okay.
sister
Yeah.
and Glenn
Glenn.
P's
Glenn P's sister.
roommate's sister.
I'm not gonna
She's
get it, so we
black.
just keep
What
going.
do you mean?
Are getting
I don't.
married.
Hey, and I don't see color.
Okay.
They bicker.
she's also
B and
back to
Gwen.
being engaged to the dude.
Oh yeah, because it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
fast forward
Because
a couple
basically
years.
she's like, I had this moment with Glenn, and then it made me realize I want to go back to my fiance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We should get going. So I'm not upset. It's my job. It's my job to get us to the end of the movie. And right now we are as many minutes into the movie as we are into the
is also
countdown clock.
engaged to that other hottie, Paxton Yoshida.
Oh my god, it is Paxton!
Yeah,
obviously.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, from Never Have I Ever.
Great show. Okay. Yeah, we should put that in there too.
Give him credit.
So then they
Put some
get
respect on my man.
they get invites to the wedding in Australia.
Yes.
Correct.
And then they go to and then they're on the plane.
He's business.
Mm-hmm.
She's economy. He is an asshole about it.
Because he's a
Glenn.
finance bro.
Yes, because he's a finance bro.
He's making money.
Are you typing this out? Okay, cool. And then at one point she goes up to business. She wanted something, right? Like maybe like an eye mask or something.
I think she has to go to the bathroom, and then she goes
like-
up there, and then she notices that he has like a cookie,
Yeah.
and she goes to like take the cookie,
Yeah.
and then in classic movie fashion, she's like suddenly like
She's like
straddling him.
straddling him, and he's listening to Unwritten on.
Yeah, because that's his safety song.
That's a safety song.
Yeah.
Okay. We're still in
Sorry.
sentences.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're still in
She
sentences. I'm gonna
sees
add more bullets for
Glenn.
Num so she can keep more.
Thank you.
I mean, like Glenn has cookie.
That's okay.
Glenn has cookie.
She's
Oh,
okay.
oh,
I'm
fuck.
typing,
Okay,
I'm
fine.
typing,
Okay,
I'm
fine.
typing.
Sorry. What are you saying?
She tries to take cookie.
She tries to take cookie. She's like on top of him, gets the cookie.
But also
She goes
tries,
back.
Yeah, like
She gets stuck.
You know, this is classic like human
gets
behavior.
stuck with her like sweatshirt
yeah,
or something.
Yeah, gets stuck and is like straddling him, and
Yeah.
he's listening to Unwritten.
Yeah.
But never wakes up.
Doesn't wake up. This is then this scene's over and we're in
Yeah.
Australia.
Now we're in Australia. Yeah, we've made it.
Um,
They get to the house.
The girls are getting married and they're at Glenn Powell's roommate's family's house or
Glenn
whose family's
Powell's
house?
roommate's
Is it like Sydney?
Yeah.
No, it's not Sydney Sweeney's group.
No, it's the
Glenn Powell's roommate's family.
Yeah, they have a place in Australia and they have the whole
We gotta,
wedding
like,
party.
we gotta
here.
make up names here at this point.
I think
I
we-
can't keep typing Glenn Powell's roommate's sister.
Well, Glenn
What's
Powell's
his name?
roommate his name is Gata in real life. He's on the Lil Dicky show.
How do you
Dave.
spell Gator.
Gata. Gata.
Okay.
He is my favorite part of this movie by like a country
No,
mile.
he was so funny. Him and his dad, hilarious.
So good. Oh, and also the parents I quite
The
like.
parents were good, except for her parents got sucked ass.
Okay.
So
Gata gets him at the airport and they drive to this fancy hotel and the
house is very
house.
fancy.
And Gata's like, "Are you two gonna be like well behaved?" And they're like, "Of course, for sure, we
Yes.
will." And like, no, they won't because they hate each other. And then I don't remember.
Okay, everyone goes to the beach.
Oh yeah, and this is when they come up with the whole
And
plan.
this is
No.
first
We're not even to the
they
plan.
meet
No.
We gotta get going.
Alpha. And this is where they see that girl who used to date Glenn.
Yeah,
Oh, Glenn's ex.
Yeah.
The ex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hot girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
And
has like
her
the beefcake
boyfriend.
Australian guy
Yeah.
who's like so nice it's annoying.
Yeah.
Classic Australian.
Surfer.
Yeah. Okay, should we just skip to the rehearsal dinner? So like,
Yeah.
or is
Does
it, was
anything
it,
happen?
it was,
Nothing
it was,
happens
it was,
in
it
between.
was, it was welcome night.
Yeah, it's a
like,
welcome dinner, and they start playing games.
They start
welcome
playing
dinner.
charades or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
start playing games.
Charades.
He definitely cheats.
yeah,
he's
he
like
cheats.
he wants to cheat 'cause he sucks.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's not.
Well, in the
What, like
movie,
that?
in the movie.
Okay.
And she's like, that's not cool.
Okay. I think. Okay. Actually, okay. I'm gonna delete this.
And
Okay.
then they like set a firework off or something.
Okay, so yes, and then they start fighting over like the sparklers.
The sparklers.
Yeah, and they accidentally set up a firework which like burns down the welcome sign.
The welcome
Yeah.
sign.
So they've already one event in, and they've ruined one event.
Yeah, so like fight,
Which is a theme that will keep
and
popping up.
Set off
A little foreshadowing there
like
for you.
firework
Foreshadowing.
that burns.
Again,
down.
this is a lot of detail. We got to start moving.
Welcome sign. Okay. so then when now this is where they come up with the scheme. Like
Yes. No.
yes. 'cause
The next day.
That's what I'm saying. The next day.
Yeah, they're back on the beach and they
next-
swim out to like the boat thing because they're both like
Yeah.
in bathing suits looking hot.
But that's part of this. That's part of the scheme. So the next day,
And also, Paxton Hall Yoshida comes to Australia.
no,
Yeah.
not yet. Because like first,
Yeah, they're on the boat.
No,
I
he's
don't
not.
remember.
He's not
oh
there.
no!
So
when they're on the boat, Paxton comes.
Yes.
But basically, they sent them.
Paxton Hall Yoshida.
They
sorry.
sent them.
Put some respect.
But like they sent them out to the boat as part of the scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So who comes
They
up with the
get
scheme?
sent.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Boat.
The peanut gallery.
Yeah.
Boat.
Let's call them
Japan.
calories. That's what.
Yeah. They're just like the day players.
Okay. The next day, they make up the scheme. Like, okay, you send them to the boat to the bomb.
And then
He also. I'm gonna
No,
keep going.
yeah,
Glenn
go,
is a
go.
bad swimmer.
Glenn's
Oh
a
my
match,
God,
that's
yeah.
important
He's-
too.
Yeah. He
Because
can
he's
barely
he's
tread.
all like showy
Yeah.
muscle.
Yeah.
All muscle, no cardio.
So true.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we should pretend to date,
Once Paxton shows up,
make everyone jealous.
because Paxton showed up.
'Cause
That's the only time.
Their true loves.
I mean,
are also
their
there.
parents did do this whole. They did like that whole like overhearing thing where like they're like, oh yeah, like I heard that B's actually still really into Glenn.
That's later.
No, that happens.
No,
in-
that's way later.
No, because it happens in this one, and then it happens twice.
it happens twice.
Yeah. So like it
Okay,
happens.
I don't
halfway-
remember this at all.
we have-
We're halfway in. We're barely
Okay.
like even.
I'm
We're
gonna,
like at
I'm gonna add
20%
it. I'm
this
gonna add
movie.
in the details. You guys do the.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
just work on the doc. Okay.
Okay, so next.
So-
what happens after that?
She slaps his dick on the boat, and
Yeah?
right, yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I remember that. Who knows why?
Because it hurt you too when it happened.
I was like,
Yeah,
this is
it was
cool.
a flinch.
And then they start like really hamming it up in the kitchen where they like Glenn Powell gets introduced to Paxton and he like does like a firm handshake or whatever, and the parents are like, we invited him, and Sydney Sweeney's like, that was so rude, you shouldn't have done that, right?
Yes.
And then what, Elise? Oh, they're typing away over here. All right, I'll keep talking.
Then what happens?
What happens? What are we talking
Oh,
about?
hike!
They go on the
hike,
hike. They go on the hike.
They
Yeah.
go on the hike.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out
Yeah.
like how well do we know each
Yeah.
other, like how long we've been hooking up.
Yeah. But,
Um,
so then she puts his hand down his shorts because he's like, put your hand down my shorts because they wanted to look like they were a
Yes,
couple.
they're like looking
Yeah.
off into the distance.
And then
at, like,
that's
the,
when the spider shows up,
Mhm.
and then he goes fully nude, and it's hilarious.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
everyone else is looking at a like
Yeah.
a lemur
Yeah.
or something.
No, a koala.
A koala. Not that's my bad. That's
Yeah.
on me.
They're in Australia.
They're in Australia. There's no lemurs in Australia. Everyone knows this. I didn't know that.
Glenn.
Spider shows up, and then they're like butt ass naked in
Oh,
this
shit.
this
You're
hike.
typing it. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
You guys are good.
The
You guys are
rest
attacking this with
will
vigor. It
be
rules.
at koala.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
Then, now we go to the dinner scene on the boat.
We're already done with the hike. I feel like the hike was a while, but I guess that's all that
I
happens.
think that's
That's
pretty
those
much
are,
it.
those are the highlights. Like
Mm.
Spider saw Glenn's ass. They saw koala. I don't
Mhm.
really think there's
Yeah, there's
more
pretty
to
much
say about
nothing
that.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the next is the rehearsal dinner.
Is it the? I don't know if it's a rehearsal, but what? Then there's another activity
On the boat.
at night. Yeah.
On the
I think that was the
boat?
rehearsal dinner.
I feel like something happens on the boat. Oh,
The night
you know what
dinner.
does happen? He teaches her dad how to dive into a pool.
When is that?
Oh,
That's before the rehearsal dinner because at this point they still don't like each other.
yeah.
And then they
Dad
both
had to
do
dive,
like they
yeah.
both do like a like one kind of kind
Yeah.
thing for each other before the rehearsal dinner because then they have to like be cool and like cool with each other, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
Okay.
at this
That's
point they're
right,
starting to like vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I don't
are
remember what Sydney Sweeney
starting
does, though,
to
or B does.
vibe.
They're starting to vibe for
okay.
sure. Night dinner on
Okay,
the
but
boat.
also there are multiple times throughout this interaction where the couple who's getting married, they are talking loud for them to be together.
Mhm.
And also one of the dads and the best friend are talking loud in like the shower area.
Yeah,
But they,
When does that come
that happened first.
I think this
So
is just
that
that's just like
happened first.
happening.
That happened immediately because Glenn believed it and Sydney didn't. And
Okay.
Sydney was like, "They're trying to get us together, you idiot." And
Okay.
then
Did
and then
we
they,
write that
Okay,
in
put
there?
that- put that in wherever-
I put
wherever
it at the
it goes.
top. I put
Oh,
it at the
okay.
top, and I was
Oh,
like,
okay,
I would
good.
do
Hell
the-
yeah.
I would do the details.
The devil is in the details. Is what they say. Okay, so they're at the dinner. They take like the convertible jeeps to like the dinner,
Take
and he does like that weird. What is like the? It's like the exit of the car that's like all romantic.
Yeah, it's very like Dirty Dancing esque.
Yeah, and this is where she's in that like blue dress that's all over the poster.
Yes.
Sure.
I mean, yeah,
Dirty
who cares?
Dancing.
No, they do the Titanic in Other World.
No,
No,
that's
no,
in the.
that's before they get on the boat.
So then they get on the boat, and then they're like,
Oh, the Dirty Dancing lift.
they
Yeah.
yeah, and they're like, okay, we got to do something to steal it. And so then they do the Titanic pose at the at the bottom of the boat while everyone's watching.
To the dance. You mean he just took her out of the car?
Yeah, no. He just
You
like,
did.
he like lifts her up and is like, it's like slow. It's not a normal way to exit a car.
Okay, yeah.
Then Sydney falls off. See ya.
She falls off the boat. That's right. And they're like, and Glenn jumps in after her. Super romantic.
Yep.
And they're like at the buoy, just like bonding.
Yeah.
Bonded at the buoy.
Bonding at the buoy.
You ever bonded at a buoy?
Personally, no.
Yeah. Elise, have you bonded at a buoy?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But and then there
You have?
There's a phrase.
I bonded at like a dock/buoy thing out in the water. It's
Oh,
fun.
nice.
So then they have to call the Coast Guard. Here, I can do that.
Call the Coast Guard.
Oh, you're doing it.
Keep going. Keep
and
talking.
then they get airlifted out. And then Glenn's afraid of heights.
Yes.
So then Sydney starts singing Unwritten. And
Sydney was a disappointing singer. I'll say it.
Well, oh yeah. I mean, ask me to sing Unwritten right now.
Elise just gave
two
two
thumbs down.
big thumbs down.
Yeah.
You know, can't all be blessed.
No, we can all be Elise singing Valerie at the office
correct.
holiday party.
Yeah.
That was a moment, though.
I have it on my
The
phone still.
showgirl.
Yeah.
The showgirl
man.
Elise.
That's really good stuff.
Two
We might have to play that
fears.
after this just so I can see it again.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. And then he's like, "How do you know that song? That's my safety song." And she's like, "Shut the fuck up."
She's like, shut up. I know you so well. We're so cool.
Yeah, we're.
Is this when they do grilled cheese too? Return of the Cheese?
Yes, this is Return of the Cheese. They're bonding tightly.
Return of the cheese.
Do grilled cheese too? Return of the Cheese?
Yeah.
Of the cheese. She also eats it.
Too quickly.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This girl's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, she is in law school, but she dropped out and she
you're
didn't tell her
right.
parents.
She hasn't
We
told
forgot
her
about
parents about
that.
dropping out of law school. You're correct.
We gotta remember because
This
I'm
is
trying
in
to remember what she's doing in life.
Yeah.
When did she
She
tell him
doesn't. She
that?
doesn't know.
She tells Glenn
No,
Powell
Like
tonight.
very early.
In the boat?
I thought
No,
she
she
told him very
tells
early.
him like now.
Now. Oh, okay.
Ish, I think.
Okay.
And then he tells Gata when they're out doing like boy time. Because they all get different like
Yeah.
assignments. Wedding
Oh
day,
yeah.
you know how it
So
works.
they get like.
Wait, also, the
Oh.
dog.
The dog.
Okay, the dog obviously ruins the cake eventually. Remember
What?
that?
I don't even remember there being a dog.
I don't remember there being.
No! Wait.
What dog?
Okay, remember there's like an Australian Shepherd and like they teach it to go get something and she says fuck yeah and it goes and that's when the cake gets all fucked up
yeah,
and then
yeah,
It's Gata's
yeah.
dog. They're like the thing about this movie is like all the little side plot lines are way better than the little
Yeah.
one, the one going on in the
Okay.
game.
Okay. So she dropped out.
dropped out of law school, didn't tell her parents,
Okay,
and
so-
then they bang.
so-
And then they bang in the shower. What do you mean? That's what happens.
It makes
You
me
are
laugh.
correct.
They
You are
bang in the
correct.
shower.
Yeah.
And then the next day, someone finds like a handprint on one of the
Yeah.
cabinets.
Yeah, you're right. They do.
And it's like it's also weird because this movie is like very light, not very fun, like not
But also,
that. And then the sex scene is like weirdly out of nowhere.
but
it's
also,
sexual.
Glenn leaves her bed.
In
Right.
the morning.
In the morning, kind of a return the favor situation.
Reverse situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn leaves. The next day,
And then they have to do all the chores.
they get separated to do chores.
Oh, so yeah, so Glenn and
He's
Gata
with
go
Gata.
get the
Go
cake.
Get the cake.
Get the cake.
Yeah.
And then she goes with his ex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goes with Glenn's ex to what do they do? Do you remember what they do?
Another chore.
Ugh.
Probably just fucking gab.
They did
They
something.
got-
They probably picked something up. I don't know. And then she
Is it flowers? I'm trying to think of wedding
Yeah,
stuff.
maybe.
Sure. Just say to do a wedding chore.
Let's do wedding chore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn, do
But
wedding
then
chore.
Glenn tells Gata that he left law school, right?
Yes. And then Gata tells everybody,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And she gets so mad at
Yeah.
Glenn, and Glenn's like, "I fucked up. I did so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's when they say the fuck off thing.
And
Yeah.
And the
then,
cake gets ruined.
yes, the cake gets ruined from the dog.
Yeah, it's like a series of mishaps comes
Yeah.
together. This whole thing is very blurry to me.
Yeah.
Are you like locked in? Do you remember what's going on at all? Or like I don't
What do
really
you-
know what's
that they-
happening
that
right
they
now.
fight. But, and then that's when the sisters, which we later learn, fake the not sister, sorry.
Don't
The
they eventually get into like a
brides.
real argument?
No, it was fake.
Every argument's fake?
They reveal it later that it was fake, but that one felt real.
Okay.
Being like, maybe we shouldn't get married.
Because
and,
they
like,
think they're gonna.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so then both Sydney and Glenn over here, and they feel bad. And then again, they were like, well, we
Yeah.
promise.
But they're mad at each other, but they're gonna
Yeah.
like stomach it, so they're
Yeah.
not really talking. And then,
Yeah.
is it the wedding?
Yeah, then it's the wedding. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now we're
Okay.
making good
Yeah.
time.
See?
Okay, then
We
it's
made
the
it back.
wedding.
It's the wedding. What'd you think of the wedding overall?
Do you ever remember it at all?
I honestly have no memory.
I mean,
of
like
it.
it
I'm trying
was,
to
it
like
was
trigger
over that
myself.
cliff. It was a very beautiful location.
I mean, yeah, it's Australia. The whole thing's like super pretty. Oh, we forgot to mention that they went to that she was like, I want to be at the Sydney Opera House at some point. Like,
yeah,
people
she said
watching.
that like.
we gotta set it up for.
That's
for
on the
later.
boat. That's on
Yeah.
the boat.
I'm
Right,
trying to think of some
okay.
other stuff we got to set up.
Um,
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
B mentions that she wants to go to the opera house.
She wants to go to the Opera House, which feels like should have been on the itinerary, right?
They had weddings shit to do.
But if you're like going to Australia,
I mean, they saw the opera house from the boat and then eventually from the buoy.
I feel like you gotta go like a show.
Okay.
But they saw it at night, so
That's
then,
fair.
That's-
also, wasn't there a scene where B and Paxton Hall were playing chess, big chess?
Oh yeah.
Where was that?
Oh, that was.
I feel like that was like when he showed up.
God, shit just kind of happens. in the
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
it
should we
is.
just
It
throw
is
it in
when they
there?
show up and he's like, "Oh," because that's when she finds out that like he thought she knew.
Yeah,
he was
he was coming. Yeah, I think that's like when he shows up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
Yeah.
put B and Paxton
B and Paxton.
play big chess.
Big
Big
chess.
chess. It's
It's
big chess
big
is
chess.
coming. It's like a
Big
thing.
chess.
People do big chess.
Just like
Yeah.
yeah.
Just like Harry Potter.
Okay, so
Okay, it was on
the wedding's
Wedding was
happening,
fine.
and then
B's
Yeah, the wedding
kind of
goes off without a
emo.
hitch.
B's
But B's
emo.
like, well, because Glenn Powell starts dancing
Glenn
with
starts dancing.
Yeah.
When does he take a shower with
Australian.
the guy? Remember, because they do like the shower and the guy gets like fully nude,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and he's like,
It was a long time ago.
and he's like, Glenn's like, oh, we used to like hang out, me and your girlfriend. He goes, that's nice, like it.
like
oh,
I don't know, I can't do an Australian. Can you
I
guys
feel
do an
Goodbye,
Australian
mate.
accent? Hey, that's not
I'm not
bad.
even thinking that
Good
sounds
day,
good.
mate.
This is the only accent I
Shrimp
have.
on the barbie.
Shrimp on the bob. Exactly right.
BC
I don't
Glenn
know if that's
is
exactly right.
Australian.
We're gonna be
girl.
supportive. Actually,
Okay.
we're gonna
That's a
Get
change of
sad
tune for
and
this.
Glenn
Um.
doesn't kiss back. I'm just writing.
Okay,
down
but you need
everything.
okay,
Also,
okay,
also
all right,
the
wait,
parents,
but you
they-
gotta say it so everyone can
Yes.
follow
Okay,
along.
yeah,
What did you
yeah,
just What did you just write?
Yeah.
Okay, Glenn. Okay, B's kind of emo. Glenn starts dancing with the Australian girl.
Mm-hmm.
B sees Glenn kissing Australian girl, gets sad and leaves. Then
Yes.
Glenn doesn't. But Glenn
Then-
technically doesn't kiss him.
He doesn't
kiss her
he
back.
doesn't kiss her back, and
Where
then
do we stand
I
on
think
this?
the brother. What?
What?
Do we think that like count? Like, should she be upset about that?
I mean, she can be upset.
she can be upset,
yeah,
but, like,
her
I
feelings
feel
are
like
valid.
storming off is like a bit dramatic,
I mean, she
given the
got-
context.
Given the context.
He openly did say he wanted to get back, or he openly wanted to get back with her. So
Yeah.
like, I think that's fair, and they had their fight. So
Mhm.
I do think it's fucked up to leave your sister's wedding. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree with that. Yeah.
Just because like
Okay,
the guy
wait,
that you've been mean to like the whole time,
yeah.
she's not nice to him. I think this is also important to note is that she's kind of mean the whole movie.
Yeah, she is mean the whole movie.
Not that he's like extraordinarily nice, but he's not being outwardly rude.
What is this? What are you typing? Glenn has
Has
a
a
combo.
combo.
No, that's when the roomie and the dad
Uh huh.
do the over here like loud convo.
Yeah.
So he overhears again to
Mhm.
let Glenn sorry.
They're focused. I love it.
To let Glenn know
Yeah.
like B likes him.
Mhm.
Okay.
Then he doesn't get on the helicopter. He fucking sorry, can I curse? Okay, whatever.
No, yeah, we've been cursing this whole
he
time.
jumps off. So then the whole family gets together and is like, yeah, like she likes.
Oh
you.
yeah, jumps off.
And then he jumps off the cliff and goes like,
Yeah.
call the Coast Guard.
What?
Yeah, because it's a repeat of him getting stuck in the
I feel
in the
this
ocean.
is.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so. I can't. I know.
He jumps off the cliff.
Yeah.
So,
He literally goes,
okay.
call the Coast Guard and jumps off the cliff, and everyone's like, what? Like it's one of those
Go
like,
ahead.
uh? moment.
I feel like this isn't even romantic. It's just dumb.
I thought it was so funny.
Do you still think it's funny?
I honestly, I need to visually watch it, but I do think I still think it's funny.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
You have to go to the mindset of like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
it's
no, but, like,
hilarious.
yeah, but like even on like the scale of like Now we don't have time. We can do this in like a minute 20 seconds. We have a minute 20
We
left.
don't have time.
Okay.
He jumps off the cliff. He gets rescued by the what are they, EMTs or whatever?
Coast Guard.
Coast Guard. EMTs. I don't give a shit. He gets rescued by the Coast Guard. They fly him to the Sydney Opera House, where
yeah.
Sydney Sweeney is moping
Is there-
Moping in
on her sister's wedding
on
day.
her sister's wedding day and her light pink dress. Yes.
Yes. And I don't even remember what he
They
says.
like professor
Then
love
he-
for
then
each
he, like,
other.
runs
No,
on
but
each
like
other.
what's his? How does he do it?
He jumps off the helicopter and starts like running towards her.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
and like
What a dumb like
So
it's so
accurate.
weird because like in the last like 3 years there's like been 3 other like Glenn Powell goes and chases the girl scenes that are like better than this one.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean props.
All right, 37
Okay.
seconds.
So then he jumps off the helicopter and he's like, "Love you, boo."
Yeah.
And she's
Mhm.
like,
And
"Love
she's
you
like,
too."
"Love you, boo."
Yeah.
And then they kiss.
And they make up.
And I
Make
think,
up,
and then
make out.
there was nothing else after that.
I don't think
right?
anything else.
I think
happened
then it's
I
just
don't think
it's
they
straight
did,
into
like, a-
it's just straight into unwritten.
Unwritten.
Yeah, straight
Then
into-
let's write that.
yeah.
Right.
Let's write it. 20 seconds left.
20
Cue
seconds left.
unwritten.
Cue unwritten. Staring.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Did we miss anything?
Probably.
This is very detailed. I don't know how much you did miss because this is a lot of detail.
'cause I
I'm
think we
excited.
started off really strong and then we got a little nervous. So then we had to like really.
There's
We
no
were,
dramatic.
yeah. I did kind of like.
Full sentences. No, you had to practice
Well, good job, guys.
Yay!
Okay, so now that we've done this,
it. Yeah.
Anyone But You as a film, I know just by Elise's face what she thinks.
Biggest waste of time.
Yeah.
It's just like, here's
Waste
my
of
thing.
time twice. You
Twice,
watched it
honestly.
twice.
That is-
And that's on me. That's my mistake.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, listen,
Mm-hmm.
Anum and I have discussed this. Set It Up is truly
No, Set It Up?
one of
Oh.
Yes.
one of the best
It's-
rom-coms, like truly.
It's a Pantheon rom-com.
It's
It's
so
timeless.
so good. It's so, like such a comfort film. So, and I love Glenn Powell, so I was really having high hopes, and like obviously all of the buzz, like people going to see it in theaters. I had friends that saw it and were like, it's so cute. I was really looking forward to seeing it. Lo and behold, I was not impressed.
Frickin' behold.
I don't know. I think the plot really left me longing
Yeah.
for more. I just felt the acting wasn't good. And I'm like, Glenn, you can do better than this. And you have done better than
I
this.
actually see. Here's my thing. I think Glenn is good.
I think, yeah.
Sydney Sweeney is a black hole of charisma.
Yeah, yeah,
The-
yeah.
Every scene is fine, and then she starts like talking, and you're like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do you guys watch Euphoria? I don't watch Euphoria.
I do watch Euphoria.
Is she good in Euphoria?
But that's her character in Euphoria.
Yeah.
That's why
okay.
she's so perfect for it.
Okay.
I've only watched Euphoria because I would come home and Elise was watching it, so I don't think I can say that I watched.
That's
Euphoria.
true. But I have honestly,
side-watched
like, it's
Euphoria.
been 2 years, right, since Euphoria.
It's hard to see her anything.
I
but,
don't
like,
know if like I'll
yeah.
watch it when it comes back because
Yeah.
also
Oh, that
Halloween
show's not
is
coming back.
different.
That show's not coming
she's
back.
super whiny in Euphoria, so
I don't even think she's whiny. She's just not funny.
she's just like a whiny teenager.
But I
in
think
It's like you
Euphoria.
throw Emma Stone
Yeah.
10 years ago in this movie, it rules.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
Like you could
yeah.
throw like 20 other actresses in here, and I think it's a way better movie.
And I think Glenn can have he does have chemistry with pretty much anyone.
Absolutely.
And his spray time was
So-
Absolutely.
was pretty
I
intense,
think
though.
like that really
that I love him to death, but that I was just like, you did one shade too dark. Like you should have gone with a 3. You should have gone with a 4.
I didn't even notice.
Oh, that's all I noticed.
Oh, I didn't notice either.
I don't notice things like that. I'm very bad at stuff like
I
that.
mean, like I get spray tans myself, so it's from one spray tanner to another. I was like, babe, you should have gone the one level less.
But yeah, I think he has chemistry with anybody. So I think that like the only reason why it was palatable at least
Yeah.
a little was because of him, and also Unwritten's a banger.
Yeah, Unwritten.
I do think
is a
that
banger,
I do think that's 95% of this movie's like success is that like it's an okay movie that just plays a song everyone loves right at the end, and so you walk out and
So
you're like,
smart.
that's fun. I
Yeah.
really liked it.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna find out what actually happens in Anyone But You.
Wow.
You guys excited? You nervous?
Yeah,
My palms are a little
I'm
sweaty.
a little nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
B, got that right. A law student at Barson. Okay. A law student at Boston University meets Goldman Sachs employee Ben.
It was
Oh,
Ben.
it was Ben. I think we get those points.
Yeah, but you guys doubted me and I had it right.
No, I
At a
think
coffee shop, the two have instant chemistry and spend the day together and ultimately end up falling asleep on Ben's couch. She
Wow.
leaves without waking.
We have like 36 more bullets.
She leaves without waking him in the morning, but quickly reconsiders. When she returns to the apartment, she overhears Ben insulting her while talking to his friend Pete. Okay, so Gata's name in the movie is Pete.
what a different name.
Gata's his name in real life.
Yeah.
And on the Wikipedia page,
We've been
the
saying
T,
Glen Powell, so.
the T in Gata is capitalized. We should say that as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do a
Not
proposal.
realizing that he is incredibly hurt by her disappearance, B leaves. B and Ben cross paths again 6 months later when B's sister, Hallie, begins dating Pete's sister, Claudia. The two are frosty with each other, each blaming each other for their date ending poorly. Hallie and Claudia get engaged and plan their wedding in Sydney. B, who has broken up with fiance Jonathan and secretly dropped out of law school, Paxton, aka Jonathan, is dismayed to find that she and Ben will both be staying at Claudia and Pete's parents' house in the days leading up to the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Their disdain for each other frustrates the other members of the wedding party, compounded by the appearances of both B and Ben's exes, Jonathan and Margaret, respectively. So this is the whole gang now.
Well, they don't even talk about like them burning down the welcome sign.
Oh, we're not even there yet.
No, they skipped it.
The attendees devise a plan to get B and Ben together to ensure the wedding goes smoothly. B sees through the scheme and makes a deal with Ben to pretend that they are together in order to make Margaret jealous and to stop B's parents from pushing her to reconcile with Jonathan. Early efforts to sell the relationship are unsuccessful until a party on a boat where B and Ben dance together and reenact a scene from Titanic, which ends in B falling into the Sydney harbor. Ben jumps in after her. While waiting to rescue on a buoy, she tells him that she has withdrawn from law school. Okay, so this is where the law school thing happens. It's on the buoy bonding.
Oh, it's on the buoy.
And they make a date to sightsee at the Sydney Opera House. Oh, okay, they had a date. They return to the house and have sex.
Okay, way to
What about the grilled
Way
cheese?
to bury the lead, Jasper.
There's been no mention of grilled cheeses in this entire thing, and I think that's a
Honestly,
fucking sham.
Yeah, suspect.
But B suggests offhandedly that her recent actions have all been mistakes, so we didn't get that, which disappoints Ben. He slips away in the morning, disheartening B. These two, they just can't get on the same page.
Two peas in a pod.
The morning of the wedding, Ben inadvertently reveals to B's parents that she has quit law school, leaving her feeling betrayed. After overhearing Hallie and Claudia arguing, Ben convinces B to pretend to reconcile for the sake of the wedding.
Okay.
The ceremony goes smoothly, but B sees Margaret kissing Ben and leaves in tears, heading to the opera house, where all sad people go. However, Ben rejects Margaret and says that he no longer has feelings for her. The wedding guests convince him to chase after B, so he jumps off a cliff, hell yeah,
Nice,
into the
nice,
Pacific Ocean, and then convinces the
Into
rescue
the Pacific Ocean. That's like the most detail we've gotten from Wikipedia.
So it wasn't
Like,
Ocean.
so it
forget
wasn't
the
Sydney
grilled
Harbor.
cheese, but it was the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, there were two grilled
Like,
cheeses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Wiki. That's an
Um,
important detail.
Yeah.
Then convinces the rescue helicopter to fly him to the opera house. Ben tells B that he left because he feared the relationship could become another regret. B in turn tells him that spending the night with him was the first thing she has not regretted in a long time. This is like not even romantic.
Yeah.
They reconcile and return to the reception as a couple. This
Oh,
is
they went back
wild.
to
The
the
reception is still happening.
Q100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where Hallie and Claudia reveal their argument was a ruse to push
right.
the two together. Meanwhile, Jonathan and Margaret get together, and that's the end of the
Paxton.
Wikipedia
Jonathan
page.
and Margaret got together?
I didn't
Yeah,
remember
I
that
actually
at all.
kind of remember that now.
That I don't remember at all.
Now that they say
I'll
it.
admit that one.
But I think you guys did overall really well.
Also, no mention of Unwritten either.
No mention of
No
cheese.
mention of a written, no
Just-
mention of grilled cheese.
No
They didn't
mention
even
of
talk about the hike or the
fireworks.
fireworks or
Wait,
anything.
yeah, the hike.
But they skipped the whole hike.
That was so funny.
Well,
Funny.
no.
It was supposed to be.
Spider in the pants. No,
But they
it's
were
my
all watching
nightmare.
The koala. Just try it like 3 per second, then you'll.
Oh my god.
You know what? Maybe we gotta retry it.
Oh my god.
Cool. Anything else you guys want to say about anyone but you or Glenn Powell or Sydney Sweeney?
Listen,
Or life?
I love Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
I hope he continues to make so many movies, which he does seem to be
Yeah,
the
he's
Hollywood golden boy
Yeah.
at the moment. So I'm very happy for him.
Yeah.
Some of the Sydney Sweeney films look to be very scary that have recently come out.
I haven't seen.
Won't be
the
seen.
scary-
I don't watch it.
You know how's
Too
the
terrifying.
quickest way to get me to not see a movie is like make it a scary nun movie, and
Scary
I'm like,
nun.
no, thank
Yeah.
I was looking on
absolutely
Hulu. the other day, and it popped up. I was like, no,
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
couldn't be me.
Not for Elise.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, I love a rom-com. I hope Gwen Powell's in more. Hitman
Here's a
is
better
cute.
question.
Hitman is cute.
Who would you like to star in a rom-com with Glenn Powell next? I stumped her. She's thinking. I'll think about this too. I don't know. How old is Glenn Powell?
He's like 35.
Okay, who's in that
He's not
age?
a-
Who's
he's
in that
not
like
a-
age round?
He's not a young
Oh,
buck.
besides you
These
guys.
two people sitting right here.
Well, challengers,
My
opposite
debut.
challengers.
My debut. I would not say Zendaya.
Oh no, I was saying
She's
you two
not-
could
yes,
start with
but-
Glenn
oh,
Powell
my
in like
God,
a
yeah.
challenger
Oh, my
situation.
Just a flipped challenge.
A flip challenger.
Situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good
He
question.
gets to watch you guys
Wait,
play tennis.
Exactly. Exactly. But
Yeah.
which man would you be? The one that's with her, the one that
Yeah, that's tough.
I'd be the other guy.
The homeless guy?
Yeah.
Josh O'Connor.
Josh O'Connor?
Yeah. Because she wants to be with
King
him.
Charles.
She wants to be with him.
Yeah. He's kind of a dirtbag
shoot.
though.
No, he's a
I could be a
huge
dirtbag.
Huge dirtbag.
That's my vibe.
That's everyone straight up a numb dirtbag vibes all the way.
Like, who are some of like the young talented
The actresses of our generation.
the actors?
It's
Yeah,
like-
That's not
young
Zoe Deutch.
actresses.
Because she's
That's
very-
not Zoe
that
Deutch.
very
It'd
young.
be like Florence Pugh.
I was thinking Florence,
Yeah.
but like I couldn't see her in a rom com.
Well,
I
she's doing that really sad one
one
with
with
Andrew
Andrew
Garfield,
Garfield,
that's
which I
gonna
do
make me
wanna see.
cry.
I feel like she could be like sarcastic and it'd be funny.
She's funny.
She could pull it off.
She's
Yeah.
funny. She's
No,
funny
she's
in those
quick.
Marvel movies.
She is quick with it.
Witty. Saoirse Ronan. Or what's her name? Is it
Ooh,
Ronan?
Saoirse.
That's a good idea.
Saoirse's one.
Is she funny though?
She could be funny.
She's
Yeah.
funny in
Yeah.
Lady Bird, which
Yeah.
isn't like funny overall.
That's
but
like a yeah.
But there's funny moments.
That's
I
a
can't-
really
like
good
I need like
question.
a list of names.
Okay.
Too, but
Maybe like a Margot Robbie.
no.
Too
No,
old.
too
Oh my
old.
God!
How
God
old's Margot
forbid I
Robbie?
say
She's not like
that.
35?
No, she's like 35. I know that's you. I can't say that she's too old, but she's definitely not.
I think she's too established. Let's use
Yeah,
that.
I don't know if she would
Glenn's
do a rom
rising.
com.
But Glenn's rising.
Yeah.
I don't know if she would do a rom com.
She's
Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's like
she'd
next
do
up.
anything.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I
like
think
she's
doing.
done so much.
I think she's doing like.
But she's also gonna have a baby soon, so like she's
Yeah.
gonna take.
She's
time
pregnant?
off. Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Oh.
I just googled millennial actresses
Mhm.
and like
What did we learn?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Haley Steinfeld
Haley-
might actually be fun.
I secretly
She's
think she's like
good.
such a good actress.
She's actually very quick.
Maisie
Jennifer
Williams.
Lawrence.
Oh, so
Jennifer Lawrence is my answer.
That's a good one.
Because you know what movie's really good is No Hard
It is
Feelings.
No Hard Feelings is
Oh, I haven't
very
seen
funny.
that.
It's very
Oh,
funny.
we should have done.
Oh.
No Hard Feelings is like really good, and she is so funny.
She's very funny.
Yeah. Okay, that's my
I think
official
Jennifer
answer.
Lawrence
J-Law.
is a good one.
Okay.
alrighty.
Anum, do you have an answer? Or do you want to give up?
How am I giving up? I feel like I gave some, didn't I?
You did give
I
some, but did you?
participated.
Did you pick like an official like this is your answer?
Oh no, I'm a Libra. I can't pick.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna end this episode the way we end every episode. Elise, Anum, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Yeah, what's going on? You can plug something serious. You can plug
No,
a book
I
you
have-
read. You can plug an album you listened to. You can plug a restaurant you went to. You can plug your Airbnb that was cool.
It was cool
Oh no, you
until
should
they
plug. You
ran
should
out
plug
of
the.
water.
What was the place that you liked? That you spent.
Oh, Rosa Negra.
Yeah.
If you're in Tulum,
No, dead serious. You should do that.
if you're in Tulum, go to Rosa Negra. Order all the
Use-
bottles.
Promo code ANUM10.
Yeah, and I'm yeah. But like
That won't work.
Yeah,
It
but
won't
just
work, but like,
yeah.
let us know what they say. What are you
there
trying to do?
there are drug dealers in the bathroom, but if you ignore that, you will have such a good time, and you'll never want to leave.
Wow.
Okay, Elise, can you beat Rosa Negra?
Definitely not.
Mm.
Yeah.
You should plug that that app that your Gen Z person told you that makes your photos look so good.
What?
Laps.
Yeah.
What the hell? What
I
is
feel like
this?
you've been posting some really good content
Oh,
on Instagram.
thanks.
You
Yeah.
have these two have been kind of gallivanting around the world
laps,
this summer.
Because my cousin, who's 16,
Yeah.
was like, girl,
Oh my
where
god.
you been? So, yeah, I've been using laps.
Uh huh.
Great plug. Elise 10 will get you nothing.
Why 10?
Because usually when influencers post, they're like, oh, use my code
Yeah.
Elise 10. Swipe up, link in bio.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Link in bio
Link
for
in
sure.
Link
for
in
sure.
bio.
We'll include a link to this app. We won't be doing that.
Definitely.
Okay, so you're plugging the app Laps,
That's not my app that I get nothing for.
but it's cool. So it
But
helps
it's
you
cool.
edit photos.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks kind of like Polaroid-y,
It looks like filmy.
Okay.
It looks filmy.
Looks
yeah.
filmy.
It makes you look artsy.
which I am
Which-
not.
I don't know. Well,
I've
you're
become.
fooling me.
You're fooling me too. You
yeah.
got an artsy Instagram presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
You do.
Mm.
It's working. It's doing
It's
its job.
working.
If you're a
Thank you.
millennial and you need help,
Come to Elise.
Don't,
download Labs. Oh my god, no.
don't
Also,
come to
yeah,
me.
if you're like under 20 and want like help with your Instagram, Elise will totally help you.
I will not. I post never.
No, I think over 30 more than under 20.
If you're over 50, I can help.
If you're over 50, Elise can give you some pointers. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
Woo! Okay, that was Anyone But You. Anyone but you, baby. Yeah, they can't all be winners, am I right, guys? You can head to Instagram and Letterboxd right now to check out Elise and Anum's recap. I wanted to done this episode with anyone but them. Now that one we can all agree is a winner. And we will find out the winner of this show in just 7 episodes. We are officially over the hump here. We're 7 episodes away from the big grand winner reveal finale. So mark all your calendars or whatever you do. Ross did the logo, Chase did the music. The show is dedicated to Elena, Angie, and Rose. I'll see you on Thursday for The Notebook.